Hi, I'm Heathful Day,
And Lance G.
and you are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe.
and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Join with us. We're going to have a good time. Peace.
Hey everybody, hey, this is YPC, Young Professionals of Conroe, coming to you live Friday at noon. Son, where are we at?
Where are we at?
104.5 and 106.1 FM, YouTube, YPC 936, and Facebook, Young Professionals of Conroe, or YPC 936 as well. We
Okay,
are everywhere.
that camera's looking at me over there. I'm looking at this one. I don't even know which camera. Damn.
What's going on?
Okay, what's going on? When you ask me where we at,
We're
I'm
at our Lone Star,
no,
man.
I'm thinking like our location. Where were we at?
Where are we at now?
We are inside of a closet. Feels like
Are
a
we?
closet. That's what it feels like. We are in our temporary studio, temp studio. Okay.
This place feels grandiose.
I don't know about that, but anyway,
Feels like a palace.
we have a special guest. But before we get to our special guest, how's your Friday?
It's all right, man. It's good. My wife's birthday is this weekend.
Happy birthday, L.
Happy birthday to you. Ooh.
Man, this feels weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. The adjustment part, I gotta get used to it. I'm used to looking at you, but
Get
that's looking
comfortable with the
at,
uncomfortable.
See, I'm
man.
looking at you, but the camera's looking at the side of my face. I'm not sure if I should be looking at the camera.
I'm not
or
looking at my
your
camera.
face.
I'm looking at this mic. And I'm
Okay.
looking at you.
Okay, I'm gonna. Be
I
looking,
deserve your attention.
I'm gonna be looking at the camera. Okay, so what we got going on Friday? Man, this week's been raining.
I like the rain.
I love the rain.
Then why'd you say it like that?
Some people might not like the rain.
I like the rain. You said it like, man, this week's been so rainy.
Rainy. He's out. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about him.
Our producer just left the room. We're going to say something about him.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say. There's nothing bad to say about him.
There's not. Dick's such a nice guy.
But we're going to tell him we said something bad about him because I don't know if he actually watches our show.
Dick got such a big heart for real.
Huge heart.
When we're late, he don't
And a
get
nice
upset.
smile.
Well, when we're late, he don't get upset. And big shout out to Dick, our producer, all the things that
Thank
he's done
you.
for us. Open the doors, take the elevator down the stair, unlock the doors, because we ain't got cards. We don't got the VIP pass to come inside.
You have to be a VIP to get in the closet.
You have to VIP.
Hey, man, so there's a lot that's been going on in Conroe lately.
What we got going on, man? Fill everybody in.
There's
Fill
a lot.
everybody
There's
in.
a lot coming up. We've got our entrepreneurial meetup
Yes.
coming up next Friday at 5. That is the 28th.
That's right.
We have Nancy Zabek talking about the importance of bookkeeping and giving some bookkeeping tips for those small businesses and entrepreneurs out
Yes,
there. It's all
yes.
about the entrepreneurs building up the city.
She is
working
such
together.
a nice person. Very
Super
professional, very knowledgeable. She knows a lot.
She is very, very intelligent and very friendly.
Yeah, not just a bookkeeper, not just a tax
She's got a big
person,
heart too.
but she is also a teacher. She is willing to teach you
Yep.
how to use QuickBooks.
This is a free event, everybody.
It is.
Look,
Take
it's all
advantage
about
of it.
Giving.
Take advantage of it.
Giving,
it's free.
giving.
Show up. You would rather stand in line.
The first drink is free too.
You would rather stand in line to pay for something that
brag,
you might
man.
not need compared to something that you need in life.
Tax season's wrapping up here
Free
in
information.
Texas, everybody. And for those that didn't know, it wasn't May 17th. It's actually in the state of Texas and Louisiana. It is June 16th to 17th.
Negative. The only reason why it's June 16th is because of the winter
The
storm.
freeze, yeah, in
Yes.
Texas. I was positive
it.
about that.
Okay.
What do you mean negative?
Negative.
No, it's not.
You have a
negative.
negative
That's the-
attitude.
you have a negative attitude. I'm smiling.
Flip that negative attitude and be positive.
Look, end of the day, tax season's wrapping up, and if you felt like it was a struggle, if you feel like you might not have gotten back what you could have, if it took you a while to organize your books, to get everything in, if you feel like you're at risk of an audit this year, this is going to be great for you, right? This is going to be free information.
That's right.
There's no strings attached. No strings, no Geppetto here.
I'm
Free
showing up.
information for the entrepreneurs in our city and
You be
out of our
there?
city.
You'll be there?
I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna be
What do
there.
you mean? Am I gonna
I'm
be there?
Have you done your taxes?
Yes. I got my taxes done in March.
Unlike
Doesn't mean
most
like
people,
March 3rd.
I'm gonna have to be there because I haven't done my taxes yet, and I always,
Shame.
always
Shame.
wait to do my taxes last minute.
Why?
I don't know, bad habit. So hopefully Nancy changed that all for me, explained to me when I need to do my taxes. But I'm hoping that she handles she can handle my books. Yeah.
It's important. If you feel like it's something that you're putting off to the last minute, get somebody else to do it. Take that stress away. Stress is
right.
it can be a slow killer, it can be a quick
That's
killer.
right. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Stress is a
Especially
killer.
me.
So if you have a professional available, yeah, it might be the way to go. If you don't think that you have it within your funds to do so, there's going to be seminars that we have for that. So come check it out. We're here to help.
Come
We
hang
are
out
here
with
to
us, you
help
know what I
for
mean?
free.
Come hang out with us. There's gonna be other entrepreneurs there. You know what I mean? If you're not an entrepreneur yourself and you just up and coming, little side hustler, come through. You know?
If
have
you want to get out of your corporate gig and you're wondering how to start, where to make a move, there's going to be a lot of people that have done it there. So come on by.
If you're trying to change gear, go at a faster pace. Or if you know that people's moving ahead of you, come on through.
Thought you were going to rhyme.
No, do I look like a rhymer?
I don't know.
Anyway, what we got going on this weekend? We got Main Street Market on Saturday. Tasty Asian was there last week. We had a phenomenal time. The weather was amazing. It was a nice breeze, not too hot. It wasn't really cold, but it was windy, a little windy. But it was a great time. If you guys been to the Main Street Market, they're bringing market back to Conroe every Saturday. That is the market you guys need to go to, downtown Conroe. Walk the strip, walk the square, and check all the local vendors out. Oh, and big shout out to Galindo's Barbershop. They're gonna actually go out there and do facial trim. Cost you nothing. Facial trim. If you got some nasty facial hair, and you trying to look right, or got a date that night, come out through the
I need
to
a
the
trim.
market. You definitely.
I'm going to be there.
I
need a trim.
You need a
When is that?
manscape. You need a manscape.
That's this weekend?
Yes, you need
It
a
can't be there.
manscape. You need a manscape.
Can't be there.
You need a manscape.
It's my wife's birthday.
I know.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know what?
manscape?
Hold on. You need to be there today. Go check out Galindo and get a manscape.
What's a manscape? I feel like you're trying to take my chest hair.
Your chest hair and your back hair. How you
They do that?
You Wolverine?
I'm not letting that happen.
Your back hair.
I don't have back hair.
Over there looking like Teen Wolf.
You look like. Stop talking about my back hair. Hey, all right.
Look at
what
here,
else
Team
is
Jacob.
going on this week? Team Jacob. Team Edward.
Uh,
None of them were hairy, man.
Jacob was hairy because he was
Was
a
he?
wolf.
Well, he turned into a wolf. I'm turned Jacob.
Yep, there you
Why
go.
are we talking about Twilight?
Hey,
Now I've admitted that
talk-
I watched Twilight
talk
and
about
I've done it
manscaping.
publicly.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Anyway,
You make my back hurt, man. I need to go to
28th,
the Back Pain and Joint Center.
Young Professionals of Conroe. Just remember this. Put this in your calendar. Share it on all the groups you're in. All your friends in Conroe, Montgomery County, Willis, New Waverly, Woodlands, whatever.
Whatever. Sing a
The
little
last
song.
Thursday or the last Friday.
What do you mean?
Is it last Thursday or last Friday every month?
For what?
The meeting.
Last Friday.
Last Friday every month.
And that may differ
Last
depending
month.
upon our speakers' schedules and our event venue.
But it's the
well.
last week. It's
yeah,
gonna be
it's
the
the
last
last week of the month. Keep an eye out on our events page for
Uh,
what's coming up.
And Mayor Jody's gonna be there, right?
Mayor Jody.
He's gonna be there, right?
Yeah, Mayor Jody.
Hey, he's gonna be there, right?
I'm not doing it again.
Hey, should we just confirm it?
Should we? What? Jody's gonna be there.
Should we call him?
You want to call Jody on the air?
Mayor, we just want to confirm that you will be there on the 28th.
Call him.
Okay, let's do it.
I want to see what happens.
Okay, my phone is having technical difficulty. I got no signal whatsoever.
Ain't supposed to happen.
Unbelievable. Anyway, hey, Southern Star Brewery got that loco. What they got something going on this weekend.
Who else has got something going on this weekend?
Tacos and Low Places got something
Who else
going
has
on.
got something going on this weekend?
Hannapi's Sweet Treats got something
Who
going on
else?
this weekend. I don't know.
My wife does. It's her birthday. I love her.
Elle, happy birthday. I want you to sing her a happy birthday song, please.
I'm not doing it.
It's your wife.
So?
Sing.
Happy birthday to you.
Ooh, wow.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Happy
wow.
birthday, dear baby. Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
I love you, baby.
And the Oscar goes to not
Dick.
you.
Schlishlinger, right?
Is that his
Got
last
it.
name for real?
I think so.
That's not.
He shook his head, yeah.
No. Okay.
Schistler. Ha!
Hey, what else we got?
I got it.
going
We got
on?
a great guest coming up.
Okay, besides the great guest, what's her name?
I'm not going to ruin the surprise, man.
What is her occupation?
I'm not going to
Profession.
ruin that either.
Her profession?
I'm just going to say, everybody, if hearing me yell, and I know it's made Dick's back hurt because I'm creating one heck of an issue for him on the sound end because I keep on yelling. If my yelling has made your back hurt, then you should really stay tuned.
Oh, you know what?
If you feel, if you feel like some of that local food in Conroe, you want some healthier options, you feel like your gut is not treating you well, maybe you should stay tuned. If you feel like, man,
Do not talk like that.
what?
Just don't talk like that.
Why?
Fast forward. What?
If you feel like your insides are getting filled up like a water balloon and you just don't know how to empty that water balloon, you should stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Let's cover our bases. Let's let everyone. It shouldn't be a surprise. We need to let everyone know what to expect in our calendar. Our guests. Yeah, I mean, what we got going on.
Today we have the wonderful, the amazing Dr. Gabby with the Back Pain and Joint Center of Texas. They are located on the South Loop 336. I always get the North and the South confused. They are wonderful. Gabby is phenomenal. She has a plethora of knowledge. She has a heart for what she does. She's not going to cut corners with you either, and I love that, but she's also not going to be so straightforward that you feel like you're not getting the attention that you deserve. It's not just snack, crapple, pop, Rice Krispies, guys, gals. There's a lot more to it than that. Gabby knows her stuff. Her heart's in it. She's there to take care of you. Not to mention she works with a wonderful center and a wonderful team that can fix you up. And if they can't, they know who can.
There
So
you go.
just keep an eye out for it. Keep an ear out, because there's going to be a good listen for you here coming up soon.
There you
and if
go.
you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you know, your eyes should be peeled because there's going to be a lot of information coming at you really fast.
That's right. So last week we had Dr.
Lonnie
from the
Fayette.
family nurse practitioner, board certified at the Back and Pain. We was talking about regenerative. Did I say it right? The word regenerative?
Yes, you did.
Regenerative
health. And
Regenerative.
regenerative medicine.
There you go. We was talking about that.
He's an integrative pain
They
specialist.
work together hand in hand at the same place, right?
Yes.
Okay, the next week, who we have?
Next week, should we say that?
Yeah, we're gonna
Next
cover our
week
base.
we've got Dr. Hewlett, Kala Hewlett.
And he's in the same location.
He's in the same location, and you're gonna have to wait next week.
Same location. That is going to be May 27th.
Dr. Hewlett is one heck of a guy,
No.
but he's hard to keep up with. So everybody, there's a lot of information that's been coming at you the last 2 weeks. There's going to be even more.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
What happened?
We have our meeting next week. So it has to be the 3rd then.
Our meeting's on the Friday.
Now I'm confused.
You getting the days mixed up,
I am
man.
getting days. I'm so sorry, guys. Please forgive me. Okay, he's going to be our guest for next week. And the following week, we will be switching our dates.
Yes.
June We're gonna air on Wednesday, June.
That's not what's happening, man. We keep the same day. We air Friday at 12. That's it. My partner doesn't know what's going on. Everybody stay tuned for our guest. She's here. She's wonderful.
I
Here she
apologize,
comes.
guys.
It's
I'm so
Dr.
sorry.
Gabby. Hey there, everybody. I'm Taylor Cobion with the OC Wellness in Conroe, Texas, and I'd like to start this off with a question. What's the most important part of your health? That's right, psychology. If your mind isn't in it, then you aren't in it, and that's the biggest part of my job, increasing your drive, energy, and personal happiness. While I'm looking for people experiencing chronic disease, pain, and fatigue, the first step to helping these people, aka you, is by assessing their and your mentality. The information and marketing out there can tend to lead you down a dark rabbit hole, but you've got to remember that your mind and body are what? An original. And you are the what? The captain. Together that's original captain, and that's what the OC stands for. Do you know anyone who visits the chiropractor but still doesn't experience lasting relief? If so, please send them my way. I'm Taylor Cobion, owner of the OC Wellness, reminding you to keep your health and wellness original.
Statistics show that 1 out of every 6 Texans struggles with food insecurity and hunger. And many people don't eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. The Better Living for Texans program is here to help you learn how to make healthy menu choices, save money at the grocery store, prepare quick and delicious meals, get more good nutrition in your day, and get more physical activity. Classes are fun, friendly, interactive, and free, and taught in English and Spanish. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Did you know there are more than 790 abused and neglected children currently in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Allie Stevens with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. We train and support volunteers to be the voice of children in the foster care system. Kids are removed from their home because of abuse and neglect, and we need volunteers just like you to advocate for these children. To learn more about becoming an advocate, please visit CasaSpeaksForKids.com. That's CasaSpeaksForKids.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Our guest is here. We have Dr. Gabby, what is going on?
Hey, nothing much. I'm just enjoying this beautiful weather we've been having here. Like,
Yeah,
couldn't
it's
get
been
better than. I mean, first off, I do love rain.
Same.
I do actually enjoy rain, but it can get a little excessive.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's actually been quite pleasant. So
I think so. I've liked the rain.
Yes.
It's been quite the spring entrance to summer. It hasn't
my
been
goodness.
too hot. Yeah.
We're gonna have like the best flowers through the summer.
I think
It's
so.
gonna be great.
So, doctor doesn't really explain all too much. You put doctor in front of a name, and
And then
there's
nobody
1,000
knows.
different things that you can do. So, tell everybody exactly what it is that you do. You're a doctor.
Yes. So I am a doctor of chiropractic. I have a DC behind my name. I'm also board certified in treating neuropathy and chronic pain, which is awesome because there's a ton of the population that's in pain and doesn't know that there's hope out there.
Yes.
More specifically with where I'm at in the office and what I do is I actually work with patients a lot on, yes, structurally and mechanically getting movement, but where a lot of my story comes from, especially more recent, is metabolically. And what I mean by that is lifestyle. A lot of what you do as well with your clients, right? And so it's a matter of really honing in on reducing the inflammation in the body so that it can properly recover and do what it needs to do to heal itself and to function properly and to remove a lot of those inhibiting factors to reduce the pain or allow you to digest more efficiently or control that blood sugar. So, yeah.
So not too many, when people talk about chiropractics, they, especially the old school, I hear a lot of, no, they're a real old school chiropractor. And that's a term that gets thrown out for me a ton.
Yes.
When they hear that, they say, snap, crackle, pop, I'm done. They don't typically talk to the old school, quote unquote, whatever that means, whatever that stigma is. They don't typically talk about metabolic efficiency or inflammation. So can you dive into that?
Yeah. So as a chiropractor, there's a huge aspect of the function of the body that comes from the spine. Our nervous system comes from, stems from the spine. So therefore, when there's misalignments or what we call subluxations, you get dysfunction. That's where dis-ease comes from, because over time, dysfunction causes disease. And so, yeah, that's a huge aspect of chiropractic philosophy. Behind that as well, if your digestive tract is not absorbing properly, food is fuel. So if your digestive tract isn't actually able to process the food you're eating, or just in general your body, then that dysfunction or disease actually can exponentially become worse. So, just to kind of step back a little bit and talk about my story, I have a sister who has celiac disease, and I actually did our gut reset program that we have at the office specifically with her to kind of hold her hand and be there to be her cheerleader. Well, she responded phenomenally to it. The thing is I lost over 40 pounds, and it wasn't 40 pounds of fat. It wasn't 40 pounds of muscle. It was literally 40 pounds of inflammation. That was, even as a provider who's known this, and I've read the textbooks and I've taken the tests and I've done these things and I knew this, it was literally, I watched 40 pounds of inflammation just like leave my body, and like it was like a huge light bulb go off for me, because if I, as a provider who has actually studied this and knows this from a textbook perspective, can sit here and put this together, like, I've almost been in practice for 10 years, and then all of a sudden I've had this aha moment where I'm like, wow, it's not about the fat loss. It's not about the water weight. It's literally about the chemical response your body has trying to heal itself, and it comes down to the fuel that we put in our body. And one of my examples I love to use is, you're not going to put diesel in a gas car.
Yeah.
You won't get very far.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when we end up eating processed food, is it's literally, let me just keep putting this really bad fuel in my body because it's good.
I love that you brought that up. Is chiropractics when addressing pain, inflammation, metabolic efficiency, is that the end all be all? Is that the only stop that somebody should make?
At a chiropractor, is that what you're asking?
Yes.
What are you talking? Sorry.
Is the practice of chiropractics.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody comes to you and they have digestive struggles.
Mm-hmm.
They show symptoms of leaky gut, or they have IBS,
Mm-hmm.
and they have they definitely need some work. Is chiropractic their only stop?
Oh, no. Especially when you talk about chiropractic as an industry and structure and alignment of the spine. That is a huge part of it, because that's where our body function and feel supported. But there's so much more to it. We need you might need a lifestyle coach. We need a lifestyle reset. What other factors are involved? We're all very unique individuals. As basic model as we all are, we should all have a belly button. We all have certain aspects of our body that exist. Like, we all have armpits, we all have elbows. But the thing is the way our body functions. We have different genetics that actually, switched on or switched off throughout our lives. And so with that, chiropractic is not the end all be all. What it is a huge and phenomenal resource and part of improving function and that journey of becoming and having optimal health. Because, we can go into like what you specialize in and do. There's a lot of what I can do structurally, but the thing is some of it either I don't know, or some of it does not interest me, or I don't specialize in. So that's why there's other professionals where I can say, Lonnie was on the show last week, so we can talk about regenerative aspects. Like, I can work on a shoulder all day long, but there's nothing that I can do that a specific type of regenerative injection can actually help inside the joint. But what I can do as a chiropractor structurally is something, Lonnie can't do with an injection. But also, when we talk about metabolics, if we can address the lifestyle and utilize all the different other professions and aspects that can support their function, then there's tons of resources out there. And it's just a matter of each individual being able to find one, what is one of the first pieces of that puzzle or aspects that they're comfortable and open enough with to break that vicious cycle. Because I'm sure you see this with your clients as well, where they are just like, well, oh my gosh, where do I start? And you're like, well, first off, you're in a vicious cycle of excuses and lifestyle and environment. So where are you going to break the cycle so that we can move forward and fix what's going on?
I've had to sit down with a number of people and just talk about that for the first few weeks, and looking at their time and how they place it before any type of treatment began. Because some people come in, and because their environment isn't necessarily conducive to consistency in any point in their life. You might see some people come in and they seem very excited about everything, and they might just not come back.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of that is understanding, because a lot of times, even with where I'm at, patients will come in and they'll mention like, oh, my low back hurts, and my knee hurts, and this. And so we address those things, and then all of a sudden we say, okay, so and then also you mentioned here on weight loss, so let's address that. And they're like, no, I'm fine. Like, no, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
And you're just
There's
like,
some
well,
sensitive zones.
yeah. And so, which is understandable. But the thing is when you're 75 pounds overweight, all in all, since my journey started, I've lost over 80 pounds. And I didn't think or would consider myself to be unhealthy or, I knew I was overweight, but I was thinking more like 20, 15 pound type overweight. So then the more I realized, like I was overweight, but I was overinflamed. Right. And so that's what we have is a society of overinflamed. I've heard this at a seminar and I love it. We literally are a society of walking, talking bags of inflammation.
There are a number of people, when you talk to them about inflammation, they don't quite actually understand what that is.
Unfortunately, you're very true. Because, as a society, even, my favorite question to ask, only because I've done this twice in my life. I've broken my left ankle twice. So I know what a sprained ankle / broken ankle looks like when it's swollen and massive and looks like an eggplant. And so that is the easiest for me example I can come up with for inflammation. So I'm like, hey, have you ever sprained your ankle? And it cracks me up because I want to say like 80% of the people have never sprained their ankle.
It feels that way, yeah.
So here I am just like, how have you never sprained your ankle? But anyway, so that is the most common. So if you've ever sprained anything, it could be something as simple as your finger. What happens? It literally swells up to twice its normal size. And in that example itself should give you an idea of the power of the human body to heal itself. Right?
Yep.
All in itself. You didn't have to take extra supplements for it to do that or naturally know how to take. It just automatically said, dude, you just stubbed your toe like nobody's business. You cursed a few beautiful words to the gods and let me go ahead and send what I need to down there to fix it. And so if we do not properly fuel our bodies to do that, that inflammation lasts instead of, 6 to 8 weeks, it will literally last months to years. And then all of a sudden we have an arthritic toe or an arthritic ankle or even an arthritic finger. And so therefore it just sits there and festers because our body's not fueled properly. Now I use a joint as an example because that's an easy one because it swells up. But at the end of the day, most of that inflammation is actually in our stomach, in our intestines, and in our gut. Is where it is. And that's where majority of our immune system is. So unfortunately, even when we talk about what's going on in our society with this pandemic, it's a very true thing that, a lot of it's nutritional deficiency and our immune systems are not where they need to be because we go back into this vicious circle that we're talking about where that, and it's like, so yes, it's the inflammation factor. So the inflammation that our body uses to heal a sprained ankle is very similar to the inflammation as our body processes our foods and fuels. So the more processed food you eat, if it's out of a box, that's one of the first steps that anybody can take through this reducing inflammation in their body. If it's out of a box, it's too processed for your body to actually absorb anything beneficial. If it's artificially enriched, it's too processed that your body's not designed to actually absorb any of that enriched anything.
I'd like to, unfortunately, I know that we're running out of time with you, and I would love to know why chiropractics?
Why chiropractics? I love that question.
You get asked that often?
Not necessarily why chiropractic, and it's kind of a hard question to answer actually because I went into chiropractic and medicine, like the health and wellness industry, because in high school, I was a student athletic trainer. And the coolest thing in the world to me was that I could have an athlete sprain his ankle or pull his hip or, I was the boys soccer trainer. I love my guys. I had quite a few guys pull a groin, but it was the coolest thing to me that I could just wrap it up and tape it, and we even would run out of a certain kind of tape and then use duct tape, and I could literally get my athlete back out on the field to be able to function at 100%. And all I did was think at the age of 16, 17, 18 that I was just like, if I just tie it tighter, it'll still work fine. And so it was the coolest experience to know that I could just help support the body and then after the fact help them rehab. And of course we had an athletic trainer, love him to death. He's actually one of my mentors, but it's just in the aspect of going through that, I knew that I wanted to help people function after something like that. And so when you ask the question, why chiropractic, it's really comes down for me because the body knows how to heal itself. The body knows how to function. And what chiropractic does specifically is it helps the body function more efficiently. And I want to go a step farther than that and say, as a professional, as, someone who has a degree in chiropractic sciences and medicine, the body knows how to function. So when you allow it to function more efficiently, whether it be through an adjustment or lifestyle modification, reducing inflammation in the body, that's what it comes down to. It's all about optimal function. What happens when your computer runs slower? You defrag it, right? Because it can run more efficiently. And it's the same thing. What happens when your car's kind of sluggish? Well, you get an oil change. You start to maintain it. You start to take care of it. And that's why chiropractic, because if you take care of what you have, it lasts longer. Yeah. If you allow things to function more efficiently, it lasts longer and it works more efficiently.
Has it been an easy journey?
For me professionally?
Yeah.
It's been a fun journey.
Yeah.
So it's been a fun journey because I did have my own office for a while. Fresh out of school, I worked for an office. And so, it's been a fun journey in the sense that we all have our own stories, and I'm exactly where I need to be right now. And I love the office that I'm with. I love the patients that I have. I love what I'm doing and the team that I have. I work side by side with a nurse practitioner. The owner of the office is a chiropractor, and he's a mentor of mine as well. And so, when you talk about it, yes, I think everyone's journey, personally, professionally, it's just, they're beautiful journeys, and you just have to find out what make everything more grateful. Yeah. And that's exactly with any experience. If we had this conversation or interview when I was in school or fresh out of school, I won't lie, my answers would be different because my experience was different. My thought process behind treating patients and seeing things. And so through that process of practice, it's called practice for a reason, because you learn something every day. If I don't learn something from my patients every day, then I'm not doing a good job.
I love it.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, is just increased function and really making sure that the body can work optimally. And unfortunately, most people come to chiropractors as a last resort. But, I say the word unfortunately because that's a very true statement. If patients would come to us first, then a lot of surgeries could be avoided. A lot of, different aspects of lifestyle things can be modified to save or inhibit different aspects of the degenerative process to happening, as you know as well. So it's just, really allowing the body to function. And
Gabby, you are absolutely amazing. I really, really wish that I had more time with you today. I really, really do. How can people get a hold of you? How can people schedule an appointment? Where are you located?
Yeah. So I am with the Back Pain and Joint Center of Texas. We've been around for almost 13 years. We used to be Conroe Family Chiropractic. And so we're actually at our brand new location at 2510 South Loop 336 in the new TransMed building. And that stands for Transformative Medicine, because that's exactly what we're trying to do, is just transform medicine in the sense that there are other options out there. It's not always a quick fix, but if you're wanting to, put in some work to really correct what the problem is, then any practitioner in that building is there for you. If you would like to schedule an appointment, I would absolutely love to meet each and every one of you. Our number is 936-494-1222. And so, yeah.
And they have some wonderful stuff on social media, on Facebook
yes.
and Instagram, correct?
We do, yes. We have a lot of fun on Instagram. We also have a private Facebook group. It's a community page. So when you look us up on Facebook, you should see that community page. Ask to be a part of it. Lonnie and I actually did a cute little bit yesterday afternoon. But we also have a show. It's called Medical Monday, and we post it every Monday. And it's about different aspects of health and wellness, as well as joint pains and different things that you as an individual can learn more about and then share with people that that might deal with it. Because that's the biggest thing. As a society, a lot of times we don't know there are other options. I had a patient in yesterday that's, all I did was say our mission statement. And part of our mission statement states that we exist to get patients out of pain, off pain medication, and avoid surgery. And when I said the statement, avoid surgery, her eyes got bigger than the moon. Like, they were massive. And she was like, you can avoid surgery? And so the way she said that and the look on her face was just so awestruck that she was like, is that even an option? And so it was just really cool to realize that, hopefully somebody got something from this show to just learn something and just be like, I didn't know that was a thing. And so anyway, it's just great to be a part of it. And I'd love for everybody that's listening to be a part of it as well. So.
I'd love for that as well. Gabby and her team and her entire facility. They all have a wealth of knowledge. They have beautiful, wonderful, huge hearts that they're out here to serve. They're out here to help others. They have wonderful intent. It's a great place to go. Please give them a call. Please check out some of the tomfoolery and some of the craziness and some of the great information to be had on their social media, their Facebook, their Instagram. I think that's all the time we have. And I want to go ahead and take full disclosure here on why this episode is so short. I was late. That's a young unprofessional of Conroe right there. So I'll take the heat for that. I'm so sorry.
That's all right, Taylor. You're good.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Gabby, thank you so much
Yes,
for coming
thank you so much for having me. I this was so much fun. It was a kind of a first experience for me. So this was great. Thanks for having me, Taylor. It was
Thanks
great.
for coming.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.